Hi Mite Fighters, happy summer. I'm Eric, the founder of the company, Mite Fight, and today I'm going to do our unboxing and how-to video for our summer treatment. This is summer 2021. Our treatment this year is going to be Formic Pro from Nature's Own Design, the manufacturer. And in this video, I'm going to give you a little unboxing and show you how I like to use this product. So let's jump right in. Okay, so one really important thing to keep in mind when we're doing this treatment is that we need full open access. So if you have any reducers or queen excluders or mouse guards on the front of your hive, you need to remove all of that stuff for the duration of this treatment. That way we get a lot of airflow into the hive. Another thing that's really important is that we apply this treatment in the either early morning or the late afternoon. So you don't want to apply it at the hottest part of the day. Another important thing to keep in mind is that this treatment has a temperature range. You don't want to apply this treatment when it's hotter than 85 degrees. And to be honest, if you can apply it under 75 degrees, that gives you a better treatment, not only to get rid of the mites, but also it's a little bit easier on the bees. So let me pop open this box. It's a super light box this season because I really just want you to get in there, enjoy your honey harvest if you're able to get honey this year, and really just focus on honey. That's why I choose this treatment for this time of the year. This treatment can be applied while there are supers on your hive. So you can harvest honey that you use with this treatment, and not all treatments are like that. So, as always with our box, you get a little thank you card, which I love to include. And then, lastly, we have our treatment, which is vacuum sealed in a little bag. We also have information that's provided by the manufacturer. So we have our Formic Pro, and they actually will discuss the two different methods that you can use this treatment for. I'm going to just show you the 14-day method. This is the method that I like to use because it's nice and quick and it does a really effective job. But if you feel that the 20-day method fits with your operation a little bit better, certainly go for it. I've also included the MSDS sheet, the Materials Safety Data Sheet. This is extra. You don't need to read all of this information to do an effective treatment. I just include it because I like to keep you as informed as I physically can as far as the safety for these treatments. You do need gloves. If you're a beekeeper that does it without any kind of gloves, for this application, you absolutely need gloves. Luckily, we don't need a respirator for this treatment. So, this is the hive that I'm working on. Currently, I have 2 deeps on it and no queen excluder, no honey supers, but you can use this treatment, Formic Pro, with queen excluders, with honey supers, with extra deeps. It's totally safe. What you're going to do is inside this pouch, each colony gets 1 pouch. Inside each pouch is 2 strips. The strips are wrapped in paper. You want the paper. Keep the paper on. You want to take off the metallic foil lining. Get rid of that, but keep the paper. The paper is actually part of the wicking process of the treatment. You also want to apply these 2 strips very close to the brood nest. So if you have 2 boxes for brood, you want to stick these in between those boxes. You only have 1 box for brood, put these on the top bar, and I'll show you that in a moment. And once you do this treatment, you can leave the hive alone for 2 weeks if you're doing the 14-day method, which is my recommendation. Like I said, there's also a 20-day method, which means 1 application of 1 strip and then come back and do another application of another strip. But that is explained in the Formic Pro sheet. Ooh, Formic Pro sheet that is included in the box. So you can read up on that if you'd like. So now let me show you how I like to apply this treatment. So now we're going to be applying our treatment. So what I'm going to do is take off my lid, As you can see, I'm full of bees in here. I got bees on the top, bees on the bottom. Right now, this whole hive is just being used as a brood factory, basically. So, I have 2 deeps for raising bees, for raising brood. I'm gonna remove this box. Woo! And now we're downstairs. We are, this is my bottom box. Whether you're using deeps or mediums, you're gonna have a section of your hive that is designated to raising bees, and that's where we wanna be for this treatment. So, this stuff, formic acid, it's natural, it's found in honey naturally, but you still don't wanna breathe it. So, you wanna open it very carefully. You can use your hive tool and scrape open the vacuum sealed bag. That is a extra precaution that I like to add. And then I also have, provided by the manufacturer, is this foil pouch. You want to get rid of the foil so you can pull it right open. And then inside, and again, you don't really want to breathe this stuff. Inside is 2 strips. Remember, keep on the paper. We want the paper. What we're going to do is apply 1 strip here, 1 strip here, to ensure that the bees can come up and go all around the strip. And that's basically it. That's the whole treatment. You don't need anything special. You don't need any shims, nothing like that. You come in and add your other box, or if you want to add a queen excluder and add some supers, now would be the time. And that's how we do this treatment. It's super, super, super simple. And then what you'll do is you'll wait 14 days, come back, remove those spent strips, and then you can actually compost them. They're safe to put in the compost or the turn bin if you have one of those. If not, just pop it in the regular garbage, but don't leave it in your house. The stuff is not really meant for us. So if you're disposing it, put it in a bag, keep it right in the trash can. Or of course in the compost pile or in the composter. And the other packaging, of course, it'd be good to throw away. And our cardboard and other packaging, of course, is always recyclable. If you have any questions on how to apply this treatment or just general beekeeping questions, you're always free to contact me. I'm always happy to help. And that is it. Oh, I do want to make sure that you know you need a lot of ventilation for this. So remove your entrance reducers and your mouse guards for this treatment, at least for the first couple of days, because that's when most of these acids are evaporating in the hive. So we want a lot of airflow to keep the bees happy. You might notice that there is some bearding on the hive. Not only is that something that happens in this hot, wet weather in July, but it's also something that happens when you use any kind of formic acid product. So if you put this treatment on and you see that your bees are bearding on the outside of the hive, it's not really a cause for concern. All those bees will cycle into the hive at some point and get their treatment. But when it's hot and it's stinky in the hive, like this treatment likes to do, sometimes the older bees, the foragers, like to hang out outside. Hi, this is your friend Post-Production Eric, who's here to clean up some ideas and some things that I forgot to mention in the first video. Everything that I said up to this point is true and correct. I just want to include that it might be a good idea to inspect your colonies before you add this treatment. That way you can just leave them alone for the 2 weeks, for the full duration of this process, of this treatment. Also, this treatment does produce a lot of gases and fumes in the first 2 or 3 days of the application. So if you have a really strong hive that's booming, the bees are just bubbling out the top, for really strong hives, it is okay and recommended to add extra boxes or extra supers just to give those bees a little bit more volume and a little bit more space to live in while this treatment is working its magic. All right, back to the other Eric. But that is our treatment. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help. And That's it. Thank you so much.